Forgotten Games.
Hello everyone, we're back here for game 2. We're on the draw this time. I kept this hand. Not too exciting, but I don't think it's a mulligan. Our opponent let off with Polluted Delta turn 1. We're going to put this Stomping Grounds into play tapped and ship the turn back. So, Stomping Grounds here, we're probably going to get Arid Mesa into a Steam Vents. I'd really just like to draw a 2-drop ramp spell here. That's really all I want. I think this game will go our way. Bloodbraid Elf in this deck, it really only hits 2 types of things. Ramp spells and, like, removal-ish kinds of things. There's no, like, counter spells, really, in this deck at all. So, Bloodbraid Elf is pretty safe to get us an extra land. Obviously, we'll see. You know, it might hit like a token hoser of some kind, some pyroclasm-ish effect, but not too worried. So our opponent fetched out Trop. Not a big surprise. In these, you know, multicolor, like green-blue decks, Trop just seems to always be the land you want to get first. And unfortunately, in game 1, we didn't really see anything at it. Like, he literally did not cast a spell. Ooh. Growth Chamber? What is going... Oh, jeez. That... Can I just please draw Strip Mine? Oh, jeez. In case you can't tell, I just do not recommend playing with things like this in a format where Strip Mine and Wasteland are just so ubiquitous. Like, this is just ballsy. Like, if he gets Strip Mined here, it's not only like I was on the play, but he also skipped his first 2 turns. That's not going to help him out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We didn't get to see really any cards out of him. We just saw a bunch of original dual lands and a concession. So hopefully we will get a little bit better idea of what we're working with here. Of course, we may not. Our opponent appears to be in the tank. He's got to Mimic that. I'm going to fetch here. Generally, if I'm going to get the land into play tapped anyway, I'll just go for the Ravnica shock lands instead of the original duels. So yeah, Steam Vents. Steam Vents it is. Where is the Steam Vents? Is there something I'm missing here? Oh, right. Well, I'm done looking, so we're just going to get the Volcanic. That's... had about enough of searching through the tiny little text box there. Ooh, that's pretty good. Now we'll get our choice of 4 drops, which I don't know if Oracle will die really changed our plan here. Obviously, we've got a ton of lands, but I think Bloodbraid Elf is actually just kind of what we want going. I'm going to drop the Miko Koro here. We'll probably Miko Koro at the end of his turn, depending on what happens. He will get to keep the card, most likely, but not too concerned about that. I'm a big fan of Miko Koro. If you've never played with this card, particularly in EDH, you definitely should. It is a house. I mean, just if the game gets into a state where it's just this late game draw, or like stalemate, you can just draw cards, and you get an opportunity to use them before your opponent does. It's very fantastic. Or, you know, sometimes they pass with 7 cards in your hand, you can activate it, and they have to discard something. Ooh, Prime Time. Yeah, as you can see, Prime Time here, I'm not a big fan of the official ban list. And we will not be playing with it in most of these segments that I show you. I'm going to save this Wooded Foothills in case we draw some sort of like Brainstorm effect. We can get a shuffle going. And yeah, I think we're going to... maybe at this point I just want to Oracle Moldiah so I can get this Prime Time down like immediately, but I'm a little afraid he's just going to take it and slam it on the Mimic Vat. So I'm going to going to be slightly more careful. Like I said, I don't know what's going on in his deck list over there, so I don't want to just run this Primeval Titan. Ooh, Bribery would have been a good one to draw. Desolate Lighthouse. Oh, yeah, okay, that's real. We're going to Cascade into Jace here. Pretty excited about that. 6 cards in hand. Just instantly draw. He's got no pressure, so this Jace is pretty much going to do a lot of work for me right here. Yep. And we'll set counters at 2. Draw a card. Go to combat. And battles. So in the last game, we pretty much locked him out with no land, and he conceded before we even played a threat. He looks like he's going to be in much better position this game. We haven't done anything to disrupt him, really. What happened here? Okay, so I accidentally put the Bribery in my hand instead of on top of my library. He's fetching here. I guess we're okay. I don't understand what it is our opponent's doing, but we're about to find out. Maybe he's got action. He's got a Watery Grave. No, he chooses not to get Watery Grave. Yeah, I think he has the option. He can just go get the Underground here. Kind of excited to see what our opponent's going to play. This is, so far in this match, he's cast Mimic Vat and nothing. So we've seen maybe 6 cards out of his deck, really. I mean, we know he's going to have Fetch Land, we know he's going to have Dual Lands, but so we've seen Mimic Vat, this Growth Chamber. What are you going to play? What you got, bro? What you got? Jeez. You're just the maximum level slow roll here. Go for the throat? Sure. No bigs. Main 2. So we choose to pitch a removal spell essentially on that Bloodbraid. Like, I just pretty much cast a Jace here, drew a card, and had him discard a card. Oh, he wants to put it on. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, like this. Is this still bad for me? Like, I don't understand. Is he really just gonna BBE my Jace? I'm fine with this. I'm totally fine with this. I mean, to be fair, from his perspective, it's probably right, but he's got 7 cards in hand. Like, does he really just not have a better play than make a token and attack on his turn? Like, he's not going to win this game like that. I'm going to cast Jace the Mind Sculptor at some point. I'm going to cast Primeval Titan at some point. You're going to need to do slightly better. Yep, looks like he's tapping a bunch of mana on his turn. I am okay with this, as I've already expressed. I don't feel like he's getting... Okay, apparently there's some confusion on our opponent's behalf. He was mistakenly believing that you could cascade off of the Bloodbraid Elf when it came, you put the token into play off the Mimic Vat, which is just not correct at all. But apparently he will be battling. No? Okay, he's choosing to battle us. I accept this offer. That is fine. I kind of would have rather him done that. I'd get this other Jason in play. He is now saying that he would have done things differently if he'd known, because that wasn't his best move, and you know what? I'm inclined to agree with him. So what have we got here? We can Oracle Moldiah, hope to spike some lands. We can cultivate. Really, I don't know about all this. I don't. Obviously not gonna play my Jace here. He's probably just gonna Bloodbraid Elfar this Jace again next turn. So I think I'm just gonna draw my card here, and we'll see what's up. Beast Within, yeah, perfect. I'm fine with this. So yeah, I think we're gonna Oracle Moldiah where it sees. Set it to always reveal our top card. We reveal a Flood Grove. I'm fine with that. We'll draw the Flood Grove and an Alchemist's Refuge. And the choice here is I've got 8 cards in my hand, so I'm going to have to discard one. But the choice here, I'd rather have an Alchemist's Refuge in play than an island, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and spike this Refuge really quickly. Ooh, drawing Tectonic Edge? Yeah. Yeah, that's real. So we're going to go to discard and pitch this island. No, go to the graveyard. Okay. You can even see it coming too. Like, oh, this is going to be so brutal. This is the reason that I do not play cards like this or any other the other bounce lands. It's possible he's got some sort of like Palinchron combo element that, you know, needs the 2 mana lands to go off for infinite mana, but quite frankly, this is a big risk to take. He's just going to be so far behind when we Tech Edge right here. He still can't play Mimeoplasm. Like, we Breeding Pool into play tapped, sure. Like, he's not doing anything. I feel very ahead in this game state so far. Let's see if he can change that here with the Core Prowler. What is going on? What in the world? This is off the grid. I just don't know where we are anymore. I'm not sure what's going on. Apparently our opponent is not familiar with Mimic Vat. Give me a moment while I explain. Yeah, okay. He's figured it out. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. So, back to our turn, where the crushings happen. Draw this Tech Edge. Bribery on top? That's gross. We couldn't have done this in the opposite order. Sure. So, let's just go ahead and get this over with, I think. We definitely want to. I'm going to -1 the Jace here. This might be somewhat controversial. I don't know. I'm going to draw the Bribery. I really want this Bribery. If only to look through his deck and find out what's going on. Because, like, I'm seeing a lot of stuff here. Like, Go for the Throat, sure. Mimic That. People play these cards all the time. His mana base seems fine, but like Core Prowler, I don't know what's going on over there. I really do not, and I'm keen to find out, if you will. So we're showing a Riot Rune on top now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can just prime time here, get a shuffle, see if we spike a land. If not, play one, Tech Edge him. I have a feeling that's going to be the GG's. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Prime time! View library. we're gonna search up something crazy here. Like, I don't know, strip mine. What else do we want? We're gonna have to fix the problem. Occurs sometimes. The program's not very robust, as I've described before. It has its issues. When you try to unreveal this card and like re-reveal it, it just does not cooperate ever. We're not gonna mess around too much here. We're not showing land on top, so we're gonna go ahead and tech edge his growth chamber on our turn. I don't know what it is that is going on in his deck, but I'm pretty sure he can't do it if I just double crush him here. He's still got the 4 lands in place, so when we untap, we're going to tech edge him again, then strip mine him, and he will just be back in the Stone Age with a land war wastes doing nothing. Like, I just don't see how he comes back from that. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why Primetime is good. It's not because you fetch out all these random value lands or fix your colors. It's because you go get strip mine. And that is. It's the only reason to play it. I'm kidding, obviously, but if you ask me, I don't think Primetime should be banned. I think strip mine should be banned. This is the only card in the game that I really I think is against the... Oh, sure. You got it. Hi, Beast Within. How are you doing? Are you doing well? I don't know, is this card good? Like, I don't... You want to attack with your Core Prowler. No blocks. Yeah. So, played Forest here. He's finally starting to get it. He's playing around it 8 turns too late. Draws Garrick. Ooh, Frosty on top? I'm not incredibly excited about Frosty here. There's a pretty good question about what exactly it is that I want to do. I think... Do I just want to Jace bounce the Primetime? Play the Primetime? Play the Primetime later? I think I want to Jace. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Jace here. Tapping like this. I'm going to bounce my Primetime, get him with some land destruction, and play a Cultivate. I think is the agenda here. He's all tapped out. He's literally, like, I don't know how he survives this. So, I'm gonna then Cultivate. Shuffle. Hopefully we find a land on top. If it doesn't matter. If we don't, it doesn't matter. Rather, we'll just get something in place. I think we want to get Island. We can get Island here. I'm fine with just Island. Not a big deal. Oh my god! Again with this. Ridiculous garbage. Showing a plow under on top. Okay, that's fine. Play a second island. What can we lock him out of here? We can lock him out of black here. Seems good. I'm down with that. And we're back to ridiculously crushing. And pass. Yeah. He can kill our Jace here, but let's be honest, I don't think he's winning this game. We're drawing Plow under, and we can beast another one of his lands. He's gonna have one land to play. We can just bribery him. Like, I'm gonna be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand how he plans to win this game. But we'll find out. It does not appear like he has conceded yet, so we will. We got an end of turn Noxious Revival. What are we Noxious Revivaling? A land, I would imagine. Let's take a look at his graveyard. Go for the throat, Corrupted Conscience. Does he really want his garbage back? Go for the throat, maybe? Yeah, okay. The land. Putting the polluted delta. Fine with this. It's not going to help him. It tells us he didn't have a land in hand, and he knows, like, he needs to draw a land. Like, he cannot win this game if he does not continue to make land drops. But, unfortunately for him, we're going to go to work on him. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of that. Plays the polluted delta. He has to tap out pretty much on his turn if he wants to get my Jace off the table. So I'm fine with this. So far, we haven't made the best use of our planeswalkers, I guess, but like, this is still fine. 4 mana sorcery speed, take away his threat, give us a prime time in hand. Oh, really? Really? Ooh. Are you ready for the world's fastest snap block? Draw arrow. No. Chose not to bring with a Bloodbraid, which I'm fine with. I've gotten plenty of value off this Oracle. As you can see, I have 9 lands in play. It's a shame this Plow Under is gonna clog up my draws, but I'm hoping I'll just be able to use this Jace. What is going on? Proliferate the counter on me? What does he mean? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm at... What is this? Is this the poison counter? I forgot. I took damage for the... I guess I'm the idiot here. I took damage for the Core Prowler instead of taking... Yeah. I apologize for that. Apparently I messed up. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and... We're just going to play our land here. We're going to brainstorm with Jace. And I think I'd like to put back Plow Under Bribery. Oh, Mind's Desire? I just can't. I can't resist the value. You have to... We're gonna put this bribery off. I'm just that greedy. That's what it is. I am just that greedy. Plow Under So what? How gross can we get here? 10 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probe you. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to beast within, but that's fine. Probe. Paying the 2 life. Probe you. Our opponent is tanking. He is thinking about it. Oh, you gonna cast a spell? I cannot wait. Please cast a spell. Please. I don't know if you've ever seen anyone go off with Mind's Desire and Maelstrom Wanderer, but it can be pretty satisfying. You essentially just get extra cascades. Like, if he goes for a counterspell or something here, this is gonna be beautiful. Oh, please, please. Factor Fiction, I'm down. Totally down. Go for it. I cannot wait. So he needs to just rip Force here, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know what his plan is, but it's about to be battle time with Maelstrom Wanderer. And hopefully whatever ridiculous nonsense I cascade into. Now, if you're wondering, yes, the correct line was just to put probably Plow Under Bribery on top of my library and just run it, you know, like hit those 2 things off the cascade and probably win. But EDH is all about fun. Who doesn't like fun? What do we got here? Vidalcan Anatomy. Is this some sort of like poison deck that like I'm not aware of? Like, is this something that people play with Mimeoplasm? Might Evokes. Anatomist. Rot Farm. I literally don't care about any of these cards. I'm gonna put all the lands in one pile, and the 2 non-land cards in one pile. And I have every intention that he's just gonna take these lands, be super satisfied, and then be dead in 2 turns. I don't really know. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it's gonna work out fine. Like, he gets to play 1 land a turn, and I'm drawing a Plow Under right here. Like, how can you win? Skitherix? Really? Skitherix Inexorable Tide? Proliferate? Sure. I guess, yeah. His plan is to poison us out. We'll see how this works. Go ahead and write down his hand, because that's what you should always do. Catacombs. Draw our sweet card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meow. Cast Wanderer. Mind's Desire for 3. Vendilion Click. Oh, yeah. Maybe just to take his Skitherix here, then what does he do? Oh, man. Yeah. Maelstrom Wanderer is something of a magic card. Cast Click. Our opponent is being super slow. Alright. Bottom Skittles here. And let's Mind's Desire. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm an idiot. I always do this. I always play my land before I Mind's Desire because I don't know how to play Magic. It's pretty much the only answer. Overwhelming Stampede. That sucks. But I'll take it. Okay, so cast Stampede. So I've got a 6 power Vendilion Click. That's fine. Reflecting Pool. Can't do anything with it. Oh man, that's just super unlucky. Oh well. That's fine. We're fine with all this. I'm not incredibly upset. Like I said. The battles. Well, our opponent essentially has one turn to do something about this setup. He's taking 13 here. Next turn, we're going to plow him into the Stone Age, I would imagine. Just plow, bribery, get you. I'm really tilted that Mind's Desire did not work out. I played it up, made everyone out there think it was going to be awesome, and then it just did actual nothing. But that's alright. Explaining to my opponent how the stack works. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but he's somewhat new to the game and the format, and I'm trying to teach him, how to play. So he's a little bit unclear on some of these things, like the Mimic Vat interactions, and he's examining now why this Vendilion Click doesn't get 7 from the Overwhelming Stampede, but eventually we'll sort this all out. Now I have to explain to him that if you cast an Overrun, then cast a haste creature, you're kind of silly. But that's part of the fun of playing Maelstrom Wanderer. Obviously it's not the world's best deck, but Cascade is fun. Everyone has to agree on that. Little randomness, little variety. Never hurt anyone. Honestly, that's the only reason I play this deck. Is just for the fun of finding out what Cascade will do. Our opponent is reconsidering whether or not he should have put the Core Prowler on Mimic Vat, which I don't think he should have. The token gets exiled at the end of the turn. It doesn't go to the graveyard, so he won't get additional proliferate triggers. And he's also 100 years away from poisoning me out. I don't understand. I'm not sure he's aware. It's possible he doesn't know enough about the game to know how much trouble that he is in here, and how much he needs to get an immediate answer to this situation. I mean, obviously he could be attacking with an infect creature, but I don't get it. What, he's going to put me to 5 poison? Yeah, we're having this conversation in the chat, but it's completely marginal to the game state. Okay, sure, it's possible that it's just better than Blood Raid, but I don't. I don't think it's making a huge difference here. Yes, it is, in fact, your turn. My phone is going crazy. Well, in this match, at least you've gotten to see how the Wanderer deck works in principle. You know, these weren't incredible draws, but like they were pretty good draws. This deck is very good against decks that are slower than it, but being that it revolves around an 8-drop, that's kind of difficult to find. Against disruptive decks that are faster, this deck is just terrible. So, if that is what your metagame is all about, I don't recommend playing Maelstrom Wanderer. And also, land destruction is somewhat frowned upon, but you know what? I think confiscating people's breeding pools is hilarious. Okay, making your own Bloodbird Elf. I get it. Battling. What is going on here? What? What? Our opponent chose to make a token of the Bloodbird Elf. Oh, and he conceded. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Once again, this is Grandpa Growth with the General Zone, and this has been another Ill-Gotten Games. Thanks for watching. Bye.